Hello, hello, hello. How are you? This is Els coming from Crafty Corner, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit mundane, but with a little twist. Okay, so this is a piece of 6x8 from a pad. It's actually over 6x8. It's like 6¼ by 8. I don't know why. I have two of these pads. One is 6x8. The other one's 6¼ by 8. But we're going to be making a very basic envelope out of this and a closure out of this. You'll see. I'm going to get out some supplies. I'll be right back. Supplies on this one: scoreboard, scoring tools, paper trimmer, scissors, ink and a dauber if you are an ink and dauber kind of person, and some glue. I recommend that you do not use tape on this, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you how to make a 6x8 envelope just because, you know, a 6x8, use a piece of 6x8 to make an envelope, but you can make any size envelope that you want. What's important here is the closure, not the envelope, okay? So I'm going to get the trimmer out of the way and we're going to get started. I'll be right back. All right, so we are going to get started with this. The first thing we're going to be doing is on the short side, we're going to be scoring it at 1/2 inch. And at 5½ inches. And then we're going to turn this. Now we need to have the top of an envelope and the bottom of an envelope. So we're going to do this at 3. And then at like 6½. Okay? So on the 6-inch side, we're going to score it 1/2 inch and 5½ inches, and then we're going to turn it, and we're going to be scoring this at 3 and 6½. Okay? That's it for scoring. I'm going to get rid of the scoreboard, get out the paper trimmer, we're going to move on to the next pieces. We're going to do a little hand cutting, and we're going to get this all put together. I'll be right back. Alright, so these are scrap pieces. Okay, this is obviously the top of a page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that off, and I'm going to cut 2 strips about 3/4 inch. That's one, and 2. Okay? So I have 2 strips that are about 3/4 inch wide. And then I'm going to make a tag out of this. So I want to know how wide it is. And it is about 2¼ inches. So these are going to be 3¼ inches. So I want to cut these down to 3¼ inches. Okay? So those are all of our pieces and parts. On these, we're just going to score this at 1/2 inch on either end. So 1/2 inch on this side, and 2 3/4 inches there. 1/2 inch here, 2 3/4 inches over here. Okay? That's it for that. All right. The tag, we have to decide how long we want this to be. So it's 2¼ inches wide, so I'm thinking like 4 inches tall, but that's a personal choice. But let's take a look at what 4 inches looks like. 3½. Okay? So that's all my parts. Everything's cut down now. Here we go. I will be right back. We're going to do some hand cutting on this, put the envelope together, and I'm going to show you how this closure works. Alright, so this is my envelope piece, and I'm going to turn it over because it's easier to see on the white side. But I'm going to go ahead and fold this and burnish. I'm going to fold this one and burnish. And then I'm going to fold these. Okay? And what we want to remove are the 4 outside rectangles. So the one on the small end and this one here. Okay? So we're just going to cut just inside the score line up to the fold, and we want this angled. Okay? We're going to angle over here and then cut this just inside the score line. And inside means on the big portion. Okay, so just inside the score line, angle, angle, just inside the score line. All right, so now I've removed the 4 pieces that I wanted removed. I'm going to go ahead and round these top corners because I like that look. You don't have to if you don't want to. It is entirely up to you. And I kind of like that look here, so I'm going to do it here as well. All right. Now, normally I would say ink this, but it's, you know, this is a dark paper, so nobody's going to see it. So I'm just going to close the envelope. And to do that, I'm going to put glue on this part and not that part. And the reason for that is that that part is actually longer than this part. Pull those in, bring this up. So that is a super quick and easy envelope. But we want a way to close this. Okay? And that is where these parts are going to come in. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this back. Fold this back, and I'm going to be making a tag out of this. So let me get one of my tag pieces. There we go. And I'm just going to kind of cut a tag. You know what? I have a punch that'll work because this is a small tag. So let me get, there we go. This will work just fine. I'm going to make this into a tag. And when I come back, after I've inked all of this, when I come back, I'll put it all together. Okay, so now this looks like a tag, sort of. Needs a top, we'll get to that. And this is my piece. It's been bent in and it has been inked. Now what I didn't do is this. I always like to take just a tiny little bit off of these. Because, you know, if you're not using it, it's just bulk weight. Okay, so from the outside to the fold, just a tiny, tiny little snip. All right, so you can see it's very small. And then I'm going to find kind of the center of this envelope, which I think is right about there. Okay, and I'm going to glue this down on the top flap. Okay, let's see. Right about there. Okay. Just like that. Easy peasy. Follow me so far? Now, this one, I'm going to wrap around my tag. Make sure this fits, otherwise we have to trim our tag. Nope, gotta have to trim the tag. Okay, it's okay. Take a little off that side, and a little off that side. Let's try that. Yep. All right. Re-ink. All right. Now, we're going to take this and put it around here. I'm going to put some glue on these. Now be careful because you don't want to glue your tag. All right. We're going to line our tag up in there so that it goes right over it. We're going to put that down. There we go. Just like that. Okay? I'm going to let this sit for a minute, and when I come back, we'll finish making the tag into a tag, and then we'll take a look at this little latch. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is dry, so now I'm going to pop a hole in here. And put in the eyelet. Now, if I'm going to decorate on this, I can do that, but I want to keep my decoration kind of flat. I don't want it to be, you know, too big. So let's see if we can find something to put on here, just, you know, for the idea of it. Okay, let's see. Here we got a little sticker that I think will work. A little bit of glue, because I don't know about you, but my stickers never stick. All right. Okay. We need something in the top of his, so let's get a little piece of string. Oh, I don't want string. Let's do something a little fancier, shall we? Let's do a little piece of lace. Okay. So we'll put this through. Bring it up. I'm going to use my tiny attacher, also known as a stapler. I'm just going to put a staple in there to hold that. There we go. And then that slides in through there, just like that. And it holds my envelope closed. All right. That's it. That's my project for today. Doesn't matter what size envelope you use. You just need to measure your tag. Make sure that your tag fits in your space. So you want to do the width of the tag plus an inch. So you have ½ an inch on either side. And you want to put one at the top, one at the bottom. And you can slide your tag in there and lock that up. Okay? That's it. That's all I have for you today. If you have any comments, put them in the comment section. Questions, anything. Or you can reach out to me on social media. Also, let's see. Check out my community tab. Down in the description, there's a link to my Facebook group, also my Patreon. And if you'd like to go and check that out, I think there's some free stuff over there. But go check that out. I know that there is a free 7-day trial, so you can try it out if you'd like. And all different kinds of levels if you'd like to help support the channel. Until I see you again, stay well, my friends. I love you guys. Bye-bye.